Hello everyone and welcome back to Callsign Charlie Models. It is time for the Friday debrief. We're going to cover everything that happened over the past week and then also some of the things that we're looking forward to next week and moving forward. So to start off with the build at the workbench, got done with a lot of the right field models M1A2 Abrams with the Tusk armor. As you're going to see here, I'm going to put it in a video overlay where you can see the turret, the main body, the top part, and also the Tusk armor. So all I got left to do is to paint the top portion and the Tusk armor, those bits, and then we're going to be getting that all attached and glued together. Then we'll do the decals and we'll do the final weathering of that, and then that one will be done. So after that, we have two more projects coming up. One is going to be my main workbench project, which is the Border Models Avro Lancaster right here, Mark 1, Mark 3. Got pretty much everything I need for this except for the one-man model mask, which I'll be ordering later on this week or next week. And once that is ordered, we'll have everything ready for this. Luckily with the mask, we really won't need that for a while because that's really not done until the very end of the build right there. And then for my other side project, like I said in previous videos, my club here in Louisville, we do have workshops every Saturday morning, and then also a couple other times during the week I do meet up with some friends and we get together. So my side project right now is going to be the AAVC 7C1 from AFE Club. I'll be doing updates on this one on Fridays during the weekly debriefs, and then hopefully this one, it doesn't look too bad because there is no interior on it, so we're going to be getting this one done. And then also last night during my club's meeting, we voted for our next build off coming up for the Christmas party in December. And the vote was for helicopters. So I'm deciding I am going to actually enter into this one. So once the AAVC is done, we're going to be doing the Trumpeter Mi-24 Hind. Now with this one's going to share the bench with the Lancaster. I'm thinking that the Lancaster is going to be on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays, and then the Hind will be on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So that's the plan for that. And we got busy workbench coming up. A lot of fun builds. The tank, the M1A2 Abrams, is going together really well. I'm really enjoying this. It's going together a lot better than the last attempt I had at the AFB, or not the AFE Club, the Right Field Models Abrams. I butchered that one, and I messed that one completely up. With this one, I learned from my lessons or learned from my mistakes on the last one. So this one I'm really happy with so far. We'll see how it all goes together at the end, because on the last one, it was at the very end where it all fell apart. All right, so got that all done. And then one other thing that I forgot to do with the B1B build was we forgot to update the tier list. And also the other thing is I figured out how to blow up the screen so you guys can actually see what I'm looking at the computer screen, because in the last time I did the tier list, the photos were very, very small, and even on a TV screen they were very hard to see. So I was able to get the screen blown up, and we can actually see everything very nicely. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go share my screen, and you're gonna see we're gonna add on the Abrams build, and then we're also going to add the next two builds, the AAVC and the Hind, just going by what I remember off of the inbox reviews. And then we're also going to make a few adjustments with the B1B and also the Catalina that we had going on the channel. So I'm going to go ahead, we're going to get the screen shared, and we'll get right into it. So see you guys in 1 second. All right, so here we are with the tier list from TierBuddy. And as you see in the previous channel or previous video, we have all the builds that we had done previously, either on the channel or right before starting the channel. I have everything added in right here on the tier list, and you can see which kits end up where. If you want more of a discussion or reasoning on why these kits went onto the God mode or A level or B, and so on and so on, you can go see the video, um, and see the actual explanation behind it. Now, with the B1B, we just finished this one up last week. And like I said, I forgot to update the tier list. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. And I did have it setting on a B level. But now that the build is done and I had time to think about it, I'm actually going to move this all the way down to a uh, we'll go the end of a C. It's right on the verge of being the D. And the reason behind this is for a couple reasons. Number one, the fit on it was so so for the kit parts. The major factor for me was the amount of aftermarket that was needed to bring this kit up to a modern day bone. I think I spent roughly around $1,000 in aftermarket to bring this up to a modern day bone and with detail that was acceptable. This is a very old mold of a kit, and it is definitely starting to show its age. It is actually molded, I think, to be a B1A instead of a B1B. And with this, I didn't have to get it, but I wanted to get I got updated bomb bays from Metallic Details, the gear bays as well from Metallic Details. The engine nacelles were from Res Kit, and there were some lumps and bumps from Barracuda and a bunch of other various bits, odds and ends that were added to the kit to bring this up to a modern day bone. So with all of that being added, it just the price brought that down in the spectrum for a C. Now, what I am hoping here in the near future is some manufacturer, will use the technology that we have today and retool, do a new tooling on a B1B for 148 scale. I know Model Collect had a new 172nd B1B that was in production or in design phase. I'm not sure if they came out with it or not, but that would be one of the newest toolings of the B1B that would be out. So definitely we need to have a new version of this kit come out in 148, because if it does, I will definitely be getting that one and building it so I can compare what it all is different between those two kits. So there's that. And then we have the HPH 132nd PBY Catalina. Now, I was building this on the channel, and after a while, I decided I just was not happy with the way it was turning out with the interior and everything. This is a very difficult kit. This is a multimedia. It is a fiberglass and resin kit. Um, and the fit on it was not good. When they had this kit come out, they had two versions. They had a half fuselage and they had a full fuselage version of this. And I think with the interior, what they did was they just mirrored the all the frames and everything, because the frames did not fit right. You had to do a lot of modifications for these frames to get them to fit remotely decent. The other issues were with the blisters on the back end, those did not fit whatsoever. I had to use some clear epoxy to kind of make window spaces that weren't there, and it just was not looking right. And also with the front canopy, again, just not looking right on that. So again, I'm going to bring this one down to a D tier, because the price on that and everything for what you get, I was expecting a little bit more from that. All right, so now we have the kits that haven't been added in yet. We're going to start off with the right field models M1A2 Sep Abrams, the one that we are almost done with. And this one, the detail on it is really nice. They have the anti-slip texture already molded into the turret and the top of the main body. There are some ejector pin issues with the back of the Tusk armor and some other bits, but those are fairly easy to take care of, and also pretty hard to see once they are built. So I'm going to move this one right now. I'm going to put this in the A tier. The only thing that I am not liking about this kit right now, and it is a one-off because I checked the other Rifle Models Abrams kits that I had, was the way that they did the tracks on it. And you're going to be able to see it in this week's video of the build. You're going to get to see how they do the tracks. It's not rubber tracks. They have a upper portion of the track and a lower portion of the track. Then you have to do individual tracks on the bends right here, which I'm just not a fan of. We're going to go more into that on this week's upload of the build of that, so stay tuned for that. All right, and then moving on to our next side project, the AFE Club AAVC 7C1. Looking at the detail in the box, everything looks absolutely amazing. The instructions also look very nice, pretty straightforward. I don't know of any mistakes in the instructions. The one downside to this kit, I would say, would be that there is no interior. So I'm gonna say that this one again is at an A tier. We're gonna have to adjust as we build. All right, and then finally the Trumpeter 135th scale Mi-24V Hind E helicopter. Trumpeter, like all Trumpeter kits, they start off with some nice detail. They have great starting out points. If you want to add some aftermarket, you can do that, which I will be doing on my build. But for right now, I'm going to also put that in the A tier right there because, like I said, the detail on it is actually fairly decent for straight out of the box. And if you want to build it straight out of the box, it'll still come out to be a very nice model. So that's where we are with the tier list. Everything is upgraded. Next week, when we finish the Rifle Models Abrams, we'll update that. We'll see if that needs to move anywhere. And then we'll have a couple days worth of build on the AFV Club, AAVC Amphib. So we'll be able to adjust on this one to see how it's going on the build so far on Friday. So that's where we are right now with our tier list. And let's go back to the video so we can close this out. All right, so that's everything for this week's debrief. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you guys are looking forward or as excited as I am for the next upcoming weeks. And we do have a lot going on, and I'm hoping that I don't lose my mind like I did with the Squirrel Blitz with 7 builds. Hopefully with 2 builds on the bench, I can keep my sanity. But yeah, that's it for this week, and next week we have a lot going on with finishing off the M1A2 Abrams and also starting the border model Lancaster and the AAVC. So next week on the weekly debrief, that's also going to be a very busy one as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you guys enjoy all the future content. If you haven't yet, don't forget to like and subscribe, comment down below, hit the bell button for notifications of when I post future content. Until next time, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.